Yo, what's up, guys? We're back yet again. Give me some time. I'm setting up. I'm using a different layout this time. Experiment. I didn't know I could do this shit, so. Give me a second. Alright, boys. Let's continue with case 2. Turban Airlines. The murder that coordinated that in my office. The assault, the great thief. Yagatarasu. Taking back everything that began that fateful day 2 days ago. 2 days, okay. This shit took days. 2 days earlier. Hey, what the fuck? Ah. That's some smooth ass animation. Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air to be precise. Thank you for flying iFly Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seat belts. Up. Someone got their wine spilled. March 12, 6:13 a.m. Flight I-390, first floor lounge. Oh shit. Alright, that was gone for like an hour there.
Huh?
Let's go. Ugh. I want to feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare. 313, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on this end, I feel like. Though admittedly, I'd less have been comfortable than anything or something earthquakes. What's this? Travel log? But it's not mine. It's someone else's travel log that ended up in my pocket. My head. Why don't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel log later or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh! From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. How long am I going to let my past haunt me? Just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. Nah. What the? What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I'm sorry that you please return to your seat. Sick! He's dead! Okay, that was Nathan. Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You're the murderer! Well, no! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me. So this was 2 days ago, before the first case. March 12, 6:41 a.m. Flight 1390, second floor, first class. Of course, right. Of course, Edgeworth would be in first class. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. An accident? Don't use like we're stupid. I got a gun and what it was murder.
What? Murder? What's going on with this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduling landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence, so until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. Yes, Edgeworth, me. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however. I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw. And there's even a very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? Probably the one. We've already alerted the proper authorities in our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned but with mine, and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to sit idly by. I'm just about to sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Tenero, is it? Yes. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. Chance? To do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask him what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then. Let's get started. I know I gave her a voice of her own, but I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man at the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve, but I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. Yep, we're starting with this. What Miss Tenero saw. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with the fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. Fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. The murder weapon? That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. You can't read Jesus. Rebuttal. That's my evidence. Alright, who's the murder? Alright. I think we found it already. Oh yes, the murder weapon. The wallet. And of course, how they murder him with a wallet. Mr. Nero. What is it? Yelling all of a sudden. Ugh! Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Mr. Nero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct? Yes. All that blood drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks like a big... It looks like a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero. What? Impossible! Now then, do you still think I am the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? Damn, must be that strong, eh? But, no, I saw the blood dripping from the wallet. I know it, I did! As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Then... That's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not in fact exist. No! There, that should be clear of this pesky accusation. Hold it. Wait, just a second. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please. She's trembling. And the tacked on, please. At the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of the wallet for myself. She's a persistent one, I suppose. We should have no choice but to see what's inside. Mr. Tenera, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. Alright, I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. Oh boy. Up. No, the screen is so small. Alright. There we go. Grape juice stains in the outer cover. True. It was I who had dropped it into the juice. However, I didn't do it out of ill intention. Can I please open the wallet? Oh, there you go. It seems that this passport is all that is in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. Pakasasat pa mo dyan, mag-crocs ka na lang. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument. Wouldn't you agree? Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering whose passport it is exactly. Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is... just as I thought. God, incriminating evidence. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Akbay Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. Well, they updated my organizer. Oh boy.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? How dare you? You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Ugh. Perhaps I did misconjecture the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
Oh boy. Mr. Nair's logic.
As you claimed, the murder weapon is not a travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks as you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Miss Hicks' money, weren't you?
Okay, there's another contradiction there. So even though I didn't have the murder weapon in me, you still suspect me. I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
That is true. Alright. Let's look at our evidence. Picked up a floor in the there is but a passport inside, yeah. I think we can use that. There we go. Objection! I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero.
What is it now?
Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed a contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
Simply put, as you saw it with your own eyes, the only thing inside Mr. Hicks' wallet was his passport.
Ah,
If I really was after his money, then why would I steal a penniless travel wallet?
ugh. Oh, but that's right, you, Mr. Edgeworth. You didn't know it was empty when you stole it.
You would like to think that, but it's not possible.
What do you mean it's not possible?
There's no way the killer didn't know that the vault was empty to begin with.
Oh, and what makes you so sure?
How can I show her that the killer knew the wallet to be empty from the get-go, right? Oh yeah, there are coins there. Nice. If you were to recall the crime scene, I admit that the wallet was probably not empty at the time of the murder. That's pretty evident by the bills and cards stewed around the inside of the elevator.
Now,
I think you've come to realize the problem with your logic. I would surmise that the victim's wallet fell out during the struggle, and that's when it contents emptied into the floor of the elevator. I doubt the killer could have missed such an occurrence.
then you're saying...
Yes, according to your superstition, if I were the killer, I would have been going after a wallet I knew to be empty, and since I clearly was not attempting to gather the scattered money, it renders your argument of the theft completely invalid.
Forgive me, please.
Hey, what the heck?
Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy's the killer? Ah, don't believe it. Everyone, it's a trick. Ugh.
Will you all please be quiet? Mr. Nero,
Yes?
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus the lounge was dark, looking into the line from the elevator. and looking to the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wand in your hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought that I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me.
Nani?
What is it now? What is it now? What the? Mr. Nero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Borginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight too. I said that he's giving the runabout. That's what they give him problem. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just as well, say. You the attendant. Yes, sir. I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport. I'm sorry, sir, but that's exactly what it is you have. But what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. That's just such a awful fuss. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You were the one who snuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend even though this one of my second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are, I see through you. Insolvent. Insolvent, yes. I am pretty sure that's how you see it in English. See it? Well, I hope that I don't dissolve the water, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zik Lakbak the second. Oh, jeez, like banked. I am a very wealthy man in Borginia, but I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Well, they have a different accent there. Miss Lackbank. Miss Lackbank. What did you mean just now? Pardon. When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout, I had to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and once only. Only once, I mean. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go into the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. And what's the and what's the significance of time? At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6? Alright, okay, that fits. What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Mr. Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after a patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Ah! Hicks. What's his name, was it? Then I say that the man Hicks was... that man... Hicks was killed in the 15 minutes time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie enjoying the fine glass of grape juice.
I was still eating, still haven't finished, see?
The other passengers have an alibi, so you'd have no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint. I see. Not a single word against this, right?
I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me.
Oh, so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. Lookback, I suppose you are quite certain what you saw enough to give a testimony?
Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time.
Machine?
Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click.
From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. Maybe a cell phone.
And I believe that Mr. LeBec is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone. A laptop organizer, I can see. But that's kind of low budget.
I hate that nosy little machine in the hand. Not a fragrant beauty. All this protrudes an ugly sound. Anyway, I know what I saw. Mr. Nero.
Mr. Nero,
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit.
I don't like the sound of that fox in the duck pen.
What?
Yes, I think this is how you say it in English.
It's fox guarding the hen house. I believe my innocence was proven earlier. Man, if I'm given a chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Sometimes I lose my accent for Edgeworth. Mr. Nero, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ah, this should not be approved. Please, Mr. Lebec, it is an emergency. All decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. You are not planning to erase evidence, but you are doing your investigating, yes?
Investigate? Of course not.
We will see.
Investigation time.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable.
I'm in your debt, Mr. Reno.
However, there is one condition.
I'm supposed to supervise you.
Can you agree with that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case. I can't be Jesus.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope that this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to touch the partner button.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime. First floor lounge. Up. A. X and the flight attendant. I suppose we should run. March 12, 7:26 a.m. Flight I-390 first floor lounge. I can't read, Jesus. I wanted to thank you for your help back then, Mr. Reno.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you to that extent. I don't want you to think your standing with me has changed.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel that you are not making progress. And when we do, he asked that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs inside at his screws discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. Beck's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger has counted for his or her seat, we made it we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard, and we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer in my hands.
At least I know that much for sure.
At least I know that much for sure. Jesus Christ. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed out near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Begin investigation. Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Miss LeBank's statements. Crime occurred between 6 and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Miss Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
If you have to believe that you say is true, then yes.
The first order of the business will be gather information to win your trust. Alright, we have one logic point. Yeah, that's all we have. Let's see. Let's investigate this. What floor does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can go through down to the cargo hall. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to the passengers are the first and second, huh? Only rest until I've suspected ever suspicious looking nothing cranny. What's this? I wonder what is hanging off his lanyard. Something missing from his picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. Oh, that's a keycard. Oh. Money's screen all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. Bro, the keycard. Right. What is this sinister looking figure in the floor here? It's a piggy bank for our company mascot. Oh, it's...
Oh, that's the piggy bank of our company mascot, Miss Ifley. It's just one of the many pieces of the merchandise we sell on our flight shop.
This bank is a limited... Oh, Jesus Christ.
This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, and it's beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter of the store is closed, and not at the moment. But it was open, the whole flat was up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood in here. This has been the murder weapon. Let's take a look at our logic first. Alright, doesn't connect at all yet. Bro. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator of this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really...
So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her with that. I can't fault her for when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
He might be dumber than Gumshoe. Let's see, she's over trembling now. All the new symptoms seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could have been cause of death. It appears to have been struck very hard. Alright. Even his glasses are broken. Alright. Connect with that. A statue of blood on it lying next to the body of a man who has been beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? The blood is, it looks like it matches up with the blood on his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the master but obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Do you think this is worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is a murder weapon. I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Okay. Where's this phone? Up there's the phone. Money shit all over the floor. Okay, we already seen this. What about key card? I want lessons so I found a very suspicious looking cranny. And take a look at the... Yeah, there you go. It's even now. So we really can examine the key card. Yeah, we can. So I guess we should just talk to... There you go. We're back. Talk to her real quick. Are you in need of any? Are you in need of assistance? Captain's permission. Mr. Lin, I would like to ask you about investigating the lounge. As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around. If you could pass a message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you. Of course, and I take no offense. Do you really understand what I'm saying? Yes, verily. Do you pinky swear you do on your honor as a professional prosecutor? I pinky swear I do on my honor as a prosecutor. Well, I guess that settles that. I feel my honor as a man is slowly diminishing. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Mr. Nero. Yes, can't help but notice that the sad face in here. Yes. It is a rather tragic crime. Let's say robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about a robbing and assault. I can't forgive someone who could lose passenger of mine. Jeez. I swear on a professional flight attendant, I will capture the culprit with my own hands. I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over and all the leads I've collected so far one more time to get the soap in its slides at the intersection of my logic and the evidence. Alright. Logic and evidence. Logic and evidence. Okay, we go to the shop. The infant shop has been... The infant shop is just beyond the shutters. But I don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed. There must be clues to be found in the slides to remain I must remain ever vigilant. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut it here. I mean, it's still gonna be part of the episode, the next part I record. But it's not that there will be a cut there, because I'm gonna go sleep. But I'll be back in a split second for you guys. I'm gonna go eat now. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we're back. Give me a second. This is the next day. But it's still gonna be the same video. It's the first time in my whole fucking Ace Attorney recording sessions that I cut the gaming session halfway through the case, and then completed at least, like, a to be continued point. But anyway... we left off, Turnabout Planes, right? What was it called? Turnabout Planes. Turnabout Airlines, yeah. So what happened is, our boy Edgeworth is being framed of murder. Right now, we're pretty much free, but still kinda not. Let's talk to our partner. Are you in need of assistance? Let me present some shit. Yes. I can check it. Hey. It says I Fleet Airlines. You know, I've seen it occur a lot recently, and it's been bothering me greatly. But why does nobody know how to properly capitalize in space nouns anymore? No, Edgeworth. There's the blood. There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? Probably, bro. Oh, what the heck? I suppose this is where you insert your coins. I have to say, for a piggy bank, it's made rather well. So well, in fact, that I'm not sure there is a way to take your money out. That is true. Alright, let's present this. Guilty until proven innocent, I see. Do we know more about this guy? Nope, she is once fucking cautious flight attendant. That's all I can say. Let's investigate. Who is this? This is a bronze statue of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Yugo iFly. The one on the left is of when he was at his 40s, and the other of him is at his 80s. It looks the same, bro. The man actually aged in a span of 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second, and I frantically started searching for gas valve to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. So about this wine spill. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up. Or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in the scene? Footprints! What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints. Alright. Nice. So you think... Yes, these belong to a killer.
Well, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in the first class.
I don't think that would be any of help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
But we do have this now. You can connect that, right? Not? Never mind. Can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information.
Bigyan mo na lang dyan to. Tapos mo lang ano. Baga na yan eh. Bigyan mo puso-puso.
Spun inside the elevator that connects. What the fool spent could have been. Could have been a gag. Where did you smooth one? Okay. No, isn't that enough food, bro?
Oh, ito lang. Ang music. Walang memory card.
These caramel windows have a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. There's Ashman.
Feels like you're talking to the clouds.
That's so. Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
Clouds, they tell me nothing. Oh, that's broken glass. These balls and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence.
There are quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area. Thank you very much for the warning.
Oh, that was Edgeworth who was talking.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how tender you want to learn through, I know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. Oh, there's a door. What's this?
This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is given off the same woman's perfume. One would think this perfume would smell great, however, it simply smells. Never have an interest to what lies beyond this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. Right. Oh, what's this? What's this? I have more broken wine. This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, no! Look at all the grape juice staining the back.
It may look good, but this chair was extremely valuable.
Was it?
I'm messing up the voice lines. Was it?
Yes, it was used to be the rocket pals came to our tourist plane.
The rocker pals.
The rocket pals later sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocket pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're the Rage. The rocket pals are the extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
That explains it. I'm not really one for the music today. Maybe you should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. I don't know why I gave him that voice. Right, let's talk to... Notice anything? Did you notice anything?
I was wondering those footprints. Those are next to the elevator.
I'd say the killer once, you say? Even if they aren't, I'm sure they are a vital clue to solving this case.
Oh, maybe there are other clues waiting to be found in the other places. Come on now, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go find them together.
A word of advice, nobody likes a critical thief to stop stealing my lines. So stop stealing my lines. Still gonna go here? Alright. Piano. This grand piano is the practice playing. You can play the music of whatever CD you inserted of its device. That's not piano, it's more like an overgrown music box.
But this key to press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Hey, can I go here? Hello? Maybe I need to use the logic. Logic. No, these two actually. So the killer could only have been on first or second floor. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, that's a different story. If only I could prove that the killer wrote the other politics. Yep, that's it. I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edge.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
Wouldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
But if you take a look at the victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Okay. It's that new thing again. Split during footprints. Looks like footprints and something being dragged. Something being dragged. Ha? Sino?
Nilabahan ko ito tapos napakapapang ko. Yung sa batya doon.
Ah.
Sinantay ko pa sa papa kasi napapagaling ko kumabiga.
Ah.
Dalawa kami anak sa mga.
Alright. Let's see. Let's present this evidence to our partner, shall we? If these footprints do in fact belong to the culprit, then I would say it was very careless to leave them.
If I was a killer, I swear that as a professional killer, I'd never leave a footprint behind.
That's all well and good, but I'm afraid it's out of little use to our pursuit of the killer. I feel like I'm still missing a link or two. Okay, I guess that was enough to open the... Let's examine this. Can we still not examine this? The key card. I wonder what is hanging off this line here. Something's missing from this picture. I can just put my finger on. It's got all over the floor. And not examine that.
So,
Oh wait, something's hanging from his pocket. What's that?
Let's see.
There's something sticking out of his pocket.
Screenshot.
Hope you won't mind if I take a look at that. It's what's inside. It's a picture. This looks like it was taken from a building somewhere. That's the evidence now. I can deduce this. There's a spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. Yep, from what I see here, he's missing this. Eureka! I don't know what that means. Mr. Hicks. Machine. There's somewhere to be found. This machine. His cell phone, Mr. Nero.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone, jot it down in my organizer. Investigation complete. What's going on over there? I don't know. This is very random. Unforgivable. This is unforgivable.
Do you understand what I am saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
Is it this the one speaking?
But the movie... But I will not talk to you anymore. Now you're not wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. Lockman? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat.
Oh, crap.
If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir. Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there's a room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fred, sit yourself.
What I saw.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator.
That elevator.
It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to 6 and the 12. The body is discovered 15 minutes later. After that is the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBec's conclusion seems to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the suspicious time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can destroy it, come, let me see. Harry, I do not like a man who is having the time to wait for you.
I don't know if I read that properly. Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. Beck's account somehow. And fast. Alright. What I saw. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at inside of the elevator at that time? Of course I saw what was inside. Are you sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes, the only person inside was Mr. Hicks' man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. Objection. Is this the thing we need to present? Like that smug face, bro. Mr. Lebeck, what is it? There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There is a lot of spilled grape juice.
Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it in the blood?
No, I spilled itself during the turbulence.
Okay.
But the interesting here is the set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. The elevator that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive.
Oh.
Glass! There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks.
Nah.
I'll be back. Alright, I am back after I summoned my dog for barking too much. Well, I gave him one. Now then, I am done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us? No way, that's totally impossible. I guess this is what he said. No way, that it is totally impossible.
Jesus Christ. Use the color. Yep.
I know that there is no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes.
Pagdating ni Papa, look.
If you want to know what I think, if you want to know what I have to think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. Lebeck is lying to us.
Oh my god, it was the girl was talking. Oh my goodness
yeah.
gracious, I can't. I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. Lebeck, please, just one more. Will you recall the details of what you've witnessed for me? Ugh. What is that, part 2?
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. It happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering, but I swear there was no one else inside. No one! Mr. Lebeck, if you would please calm down. What? How dare you have to issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Alright. So, are you still upset now?
I am always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me.
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie Stottington.
What about it?
Return back to me my time and money. You understand the point?
Movie, is it talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot in the start time. Interesting.
Yes, they're supposed to show lessons to love, meaning, and murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it in international fights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong, it matches the schedule. But the movie was still late, very, very late.
Yeah, pocket watch. I'd want to ask you for a little more, but if that's right, alright.
The movie I wanted to see will not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board a plane.
Wait, let me take a look at the movie. Movie starts at 6:30. So this movie you mentioned is the one listed in the Sky magazine.
Yes, I was looking forward to watching the Latitude Left, meaning Major.
Mr. Nero, was this movie shown in this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident?
Nonsense, you doubt me.
No. Now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. My watch is to set my destination's time.
Wait, what does he mean by that? You're sure about what you would testify, Mr. Ledback?
Yes, of course. I am a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch.
I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me.
That's alright. All I require is this piece of testimony. I have to follow that man with eyes. Wait. Up, yeah, that's it. Objection, Mr. Lookback. Mr. Lookback, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to a destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to your destination time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth it's 16 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks in this flight were in accordance with the departure of a time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Tenera, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in fact in a small Asian country, the Republic of Zhangfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clock at that time. So right now we are still running on Virginian time.
What? The time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule.
Ugh.
Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony, and you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior to 3 a.m.
1,000,000 cents!
Binabasa. You should be clearing up all the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame, the time of the death, right?
Yes, because Mr. Back saw the victim into the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. Question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time? And what was he doing?
I got something to say.
There's this one. And who are you?
Yeah, oh. I'm coming Minnie. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, then your story is a little different from how I remember it.
It looks like a sleep. I'll change the voice.
What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
What? How can you be so sure about the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
This flight will be making a brief stop. The stop we made for refueling the cargo transfer at Zhang Fei, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones on board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on Zhang Fei.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
Cammy's that one, Medical. So basically, I can assure that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Alright. Yeah,
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Egby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Miss Mueller's testimony jotted down at my organizer. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. 1 hour 15 minutes.
Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lunch, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left for the Republic of San Fran.
You were here all the time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here this lunch at the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Fortunately, yes.
But then, how do you explain the footprints? Is not that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks in his lunch, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. This is what happened at the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks into the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here on this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. McBack?
What? You have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you're presenting. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? Yeah, the murder weapon. The murder weapon. This little pickabang is sold at the in-flight shop. It's sold there and only there, and it's not displayed here on this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a little tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means that you could fit it, taking it from the shop first and coming before here. It doesn't prove you innocent at all.
Still no way to win this man.
If I may. What is it? You see, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says. And what do you do? This is so well. Yes, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my very own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't just before we hit the patch of turbulence.
That's right.
You were in the shop just because...
Before the turbulence. Yes, I was.
And that's when you That's when she saw me. Come to think of it. The scenario when I found the body. I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did. And what is behind that door?
And what is beyond that door?
It's the flight attendant's room. Then you were on the first floor. Yes? Yes. I had to do something at the shop. And in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first, and then to the flight attendant's room.
I'm sure you passed by me at some point.
Yes, you seemed very into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? I went there for a work-related matter. Work-related matter? What can't you say? Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about this until now? Is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
What is it now?
Are you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plant, so I think we're alright. That's weird.
What is it?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenera?
To me, she's like, go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet, here you are. You flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the ship over us. The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda.
Man, I'm changing the voice way too much.
Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenera, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. Bag. And then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about this Miss Tenera that was piqued my interest, but right now investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Alright. Guess we need to go here now. March 12th, 8:32 a.m. Flight, blah 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 blah. First floor. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. Yes.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then. Tee-hee.
Hold on. You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness, I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There was a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Begin investigation. Alright, check out the logic real quick. The blood is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon? Alright, I can't do that at all. Oh, I don't have a partner. Right. From what we have here. Made a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to try for cargo. I feel like Ma'am Hicks was there in the seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright. What Investigation time. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale. You sell a lot of those when there's some kind of an accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing is going on. What about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Get to buy one? I sense that the shop is one shopper away from being sued. Some flowers to though. Beautiful flowers and a beautiful arrangement. Feel cleansed by just looking at them. Mr. Edgeworth, you're getting pulled all over. Oh, excuse me. Gloves. Rock has a luxury named brand merchandise for sale in this case. And they're lined up in just such a manner as I scream, "Buy me!" Oh, my passerby. Oh, any passerby can read Jesus. The glass from display case though is shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's something on display inside either. Wait, actually I think there is something. It's this. A mini captain's hat. Honey? What the heck was that? It's a tiny captain's hat. I swear I've seen one of these before. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in display cases. You know what I'd suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Okay, but how about you buy something for me then, as a present? Can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. But I've had my eye on the pendant for such a long time. But I have my eye on the pendant for such a long time. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Amelia's holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so absurdly. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know what you want to? I can't. They're great for when you're stressed. Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? Right, can we talk then? Talk. I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me whatever. And is anything? So, what do you think about what has happened regarding this case? Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. I assure you that I'm here in the shop to prove just the opposite. Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around. You know? So don't forget that, okay? I'm not supposed to think it properly if you insist on falling asleep. Well, you know, what really show your thanks, you see? That item for sale over there. Sorry, but you're getting to have to make do with my words of appreciation. Present her with the phone. What's that why you're going to give it to me? But I'm not supposed to accept many presents, unless they're really worth something. Unless they're really worth something, eh? But this... Miss Shirley said that this piggy bank was in this shop, right? Don't you find her a tiny bit suspicious? I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there. Are you sure about that? Oh, wait a second. Wait, let me talk to her. The cap! Logic. Aha, probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Really? Don't tell me you don't know about things when they go in the shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rutter's in charge of this place. So come on, why should I know anything? It seems a further inspection of this display case is needed. Organizer. Found at the crime scene covered must have shattered display glass to take it. Right, this needs more investigation. I won't rest until I find her suspicious looking granny. Alright, what have we got here? The glass in the store is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd. The inside of the case is too devoid of glass shards. Plus the black robe rather clean. Ah! What is it?
I touched the glass, it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. The glass in the store is broken. I already searched it. Security, there's a lock on this display case. Miss Millie, if I may ask you about this lock.
The one who was in charge of the shop is Miss Rutherford. She's got the keys to all the display cases.
I see.
Oh, I bet you want to buy something. Do you want me to go get the keys from her?
No, that's alright. Fly-related books lines the shelf. The history of iFly Airlines, the future of iFly Airlines, the 7 wonders of iFly, fight on, iFly Airlines. Working names, Go You Airlines, I love flying. Tells makes it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers less anytime soon. Jesus Christ. I already heard this. This is the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator. Yeah, but
it's a paperweight of the founder of the iFly Airlines, Miss Hugo Eichel.
On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one, the middle shelf, the realistic one, and on the top shelf, that's the floral version. Oh god, it was the girl I was talking to, the floral. Are you sure about that? Let me guess, you just said the first thing that came into your mind, right? Looks like I hit bullseyes. Puso ay nagdurugo, hindi mo yata alam saan ka magtungo. Wait, I can deduce? Oh boy. There's definitely something very unusual about this. About what? If the killer had broken the glass to get the Mr. iFly bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's no single piece of glass inside the display case.
No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass over at the floor.
I'm going to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too.
Hey, that's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Mr. Eyefly from here after the turbulence. Let's see. Take your power naps in your own time, Mr. Mealy, and listen when I'm talking.
Well,
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out of the murder weapon.
so you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, this is a very real possibility.
But what if when the killer went to take Mr. Infley, they broke the glass by accident?
This play case is locked, and that's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, he's the one who's in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenario, huh? Deduce. What we've seen in our evidence list. Logic. Alright, let's see. These connect. These do not connect, probably, but let's do it. Nope, yeah, they don't. It sounds like a shadowy snap of the perfect line of logic. Yeah, those don't connect. That was very dumb. Anyway.
I don't know how much about the shop for the last whatever.
About the shop.
I cut my finger on those bad pieces of glass.
Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful.
Same to you, you're the one walking all over broken glass. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I crush. Like this. I just imagine Edgeworth kicking the glass.
That's nice. Please be careful around the display case, okay? We don't want you to get hurt.
Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing but to be afraid of. After all, long lost fragments appears to have ended up inside.
Heh, I guess even you can tidy up the case, right?
Perish the thought. So we already checked this area. Where should we go then? What are these?
These are companies legal mirrors and sonic suitcases. Apparently flying out of the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how it looks like. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work in this flight. But in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way, but either way, it really doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, after a while, would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded a plane? Anyway,
See that? Just look at all the Mr. Eyefly heads painted on there. Cute company mascots, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Don't they look like he's about to jump out at you?
it would certainly make something jump to my stomach.
Huh? I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. It looks like you really wanted to get one, and I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Let that stand though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
Teehee, it really is a very humble thing, isn't it? You want to know something? This Goodwish was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Mr. Nero designed this.
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it doesn't have a very sharp design sense.
Haha, sharp. Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the big ones just have to go with it, so it's so bleh.
She never designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ugh!
You okay?
The hell happened? I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Mia. I think a suitcase is free to roll around. There's got to be safety bonds. Well, that's a contradiction, actually. Here, I'll put that out here.
I'll put it back for you.
Maybe that's what you said. Right. Now that is a contradiction, because if turbulence, then why the suitcase all lined up correctly? Yes, there's definitely something wrong here.
What is the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Millie, do you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They're totally strange, like the color of the and such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now, pay attention.
You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after the grader. Teehee.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Millie. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. On closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
Teehee. I wonder how Miss Royal would have reached if she'd heard what you just said.
What's wrong? She makes a good point. It reminds me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I spotted something that's not quite right. There's something unusual about this suitcase. Ah, the This is what is so odd. I think that's strange at all. Well, maybe that's an extent to him. And what is it? Maybe the other one. There you go. Take that! There's something very particular about these wheels.
As in,
As in, there are no stoppers in place of these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have something flying, and so it's very likely that the suitcase was placed there after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at that, shall we? Small screen. What's this? The wheel is completely covered in some discolor and descent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. And why would there be grape on the wheel of a suitcase? Okay. A 1,200 price tag. Not exactly priced by someone with a conscience, I'd say. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Piece of
No,
cloth,
natahamon pa tayo.
and it's soaked in blood. And with blood,
it's blood.
it appears that this suitcase is very slowly tied to our murder
Let's attack
after.
ka, natalo pa tayo.
Huh?
Attack.
Oh boy.
1 minute na lang eh.
So, Explain this to me. What does the suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's been several said that the killer used the suitcase in some manner. Just to move something, perhaps.
But aren't you just telling me about the glove then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase as transport is... What would that be?
Yun pala ko bumukas. Ano?
Could it be? I guess... the phone. Miss Millie, would you?
Did you say something just now, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't know, but I don't think that's it.
I was just seeing if you were awake. My real explanation begins now. She really is asleep. The thing I would believe the killer used the suitcase to transport is... Oh, the body, yeah. That deck bobber. Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? But, in light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else, which means that a murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So what do you say that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly.
My goodness.
What is it?
Nothing, just that. I was thinking about that Miss Water said I could come here from something, for something. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's probably wrong.
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels like things about you. Take the time.
Oh no, Tenero's very suspicious now.
He says that he'd appreciate if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments, however. If I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, tribes will become too contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist to be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
That's your own condition. I believe you can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together.
But proof that the real crime scene was never the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. Yet, regarding what Miss Mealy reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. To be continued.